Today marks the start of Gun Violence Awareness Month, and soon New York State is expected to pass sweeping gun control legislation.
Lawmakers say it will close loopholes that allowed the alleged gunman in the Buffalo massacre to carry out the attack. CBS 2's John Diaz joins us now from outside the governor's Manhattan office on the east side with details. John.
Chris and Mary, good morning to both of you. Well, Governor Kathy Hochul has agreed on this legislation with the state Senate Majority Leader as well as the state Assembly Speaker, so it is expected to pass. Now, this comes as you guys both just mentioned that Gun Violence Awareness Month, it kicks off today. It is a month that advocates say is a bit surreal that we even have to have, but is necessary. Gun violence statistics are one thing, but the people who are impacted know how in just one moment everything can change. Like 72-year-old Margaret Henry, who was inside her Ozone Park home Monday night when seconds after getting up from her living room chair, a flurry of bullets shattered her windows. She almost became one of the nearly 600 shooting victims the city has seen so far this year.
If I was still in that chair, I would be dead right now.
Responding to public outcry after the recent mass shootings, Governor Kathy Hochul says she plans to sign 10 proposed bills into law this week, helping to create some of the strongest gun control laws in the country. If enacted, the laws would criminalize threatening mass harm, require information sharing among state, local, and federal agencies when guns are used in a crime, and New York would become the first state to prohibit the sale of body armor, which the Buffalo shooter was wearing during his attack.
Because it does make it more difficult for police to respond to incidents like this.
Exception would be made for law enforcement and others who need body armor for work. One of the biggest changes in the legislation would raise the minimum age to buy a semi-automatic rifle from 18 to 21 years old and require a license prior to purchase.
This is going to force these gun dealers to do a background check, go through character and fitness, making sure this individual is 21 years age and older.
But Republicans say the bills make for cheap headlines. In a statement, the chair of the New York State Republican Committee said in part, quote, "This package of bills does nothing to actually address the underlying mental health crisis at the center of the problem or invests in securing our schools." Earlier Tuesday, Mayor Adams called for more funding to improve mental health resources and take guns off the street as he met with mayors from across the state to raise the sense of urgency ahead of Gun Violence Awareness Month.
It's time to give the resources to our cities and states that will ensure that we can provide the necessary mental health care.
Now, New Yorkers who already own a semi-automatic gun or body armor would be grandfathered into this new law. We're live this morning from the east side. John Diaz, CBS 2 News.
John, thank you.